Okay, we're coming in hot and strong on the Game Awards nominees. Actually, I should probably start it off with this scene here. There we go. Let's talk live. The Game Award nominees are being announced in about 2 minutes, and I have the honor of just seeing Mass Effect 4 and the next Mass Effect teaser. I was like, you know what? We'll sit down. We'll do a Let's talk live for the nominees. I'm not huge on the awards part of the Game Awards. I'm more or less about the trailers, but I'm thinking. So Game of the Year is going to be something else this year. We're just going to hide the chat over here. So games of 2021. So Biomutant came out this year. 12 minutes. Outriders, Resident Evil Village, Hitman 3. These are all contenders for... Well, no. Oh, sorry. Okay, Biomutant, not really a contender for Game of the Year. 12 minutes, not really either. Psychonauts 2, a lot of people really liked. Outriders, I think the ending totally took it out of Game of the Year. Running, let's do this just to make sure. There we go. Get that in the background. What else is... So I think Resident Evil Village, Hitman 3 possibly could be a good #1 contender for Game of the Year. What else? Werewolf was very meh. Deathloop, definitely a contender for Game of the Year. Ratchet and Clank, I don't feel like Medium will be there. Hana, Bridge of Spirits, definitely a top contender for Game of the Year. Like there has been a few. Everybody's like, this has been a slow year. There's been a lot of stuff coming out this year. I think everybody was just caught up with playing a lot of last year's stuff also. But yeah. So here we go. We are 15 seconds out from the nominees being announced, and no hard feelings on anybody's platforms or anything. I think it's either going to be either a Deathloop or like a Resident Evil Village for the top. Maybe Ratchet and Clank, because I haven't heard anything really seriously bad about any of those.
Streams live around the world from the Microsoft Theater here in Los Angeles. Who's going to win? Well, first you have to find out the nominees.
We're gonna find out. Turn this up a little bit. There we go.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeff Keighley, and welcome to the Game Awards nomination special.
Keighley.
We are so excited that our 8th annual show
I was technically in a call with him not too long ago
Microsoft
on Twitter
Theater on December 9th
on that Spaces
with an
thing.
in-person audience. Lots of big world premieres.
We're actually gonna have an in-person
spectacular live
audience.
music too, including the return
First
of
time
the
in like
Game Awards
2 or 3
Orchestra
years.
live on that very stage.
Feels like 10.
In the weeks ahead, we will tell you much more about the show. But right now, we are honored to reveal this year's nominees in more than 30 categories, which you can vote on starting right now at thegameawards.com.
Team Blue,
So,
PlayStation.
Let's get started. For Best Performance, the nominees are
Best Performance.
Erica Mori, Life is Strange, True Colors.
Okay.
Giancarlo Esposito, Far Cry 6.
That was pretty good.
Jason Kelly.
That was even better.
Maggie Robertson.
Yeah!
Resident Evil
There you
Village.
go. Maggie's
And
nominated.
Azioma Aka, Deathloop.
I would definitely say Maggie got that because holy shit, Lady
Monster
Dimitrescu.
Hunter Rise, New World, It Takes Two,
It Takes Two,
and Valheim.
baby.
For Best
Okay.
Ongoing Game, the nominees are
I think
Apex
it
Legends,
Takes Two takes
Call
that
of
one.
Duty Warzone,
Shit.
Final Fantasy XIV, Genshin Impact, and Fortnite.
I feel like Fortnite had a really good
Nominees for
year.
Best Art Direction
It's either Final
are
Fantasy or Fortnite.
Kena, Bridge of Spirits,
Oh,
Psychonauts 2,
Kana.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart,
Maybe Ratchet and Clank.
and The Artful Escape. For Best Score and
Definitely
music, the
Kana or
nominees
Ratchet and Clank
are
there.
Cyberpunk 2077, Deathloop, Near Replicant, version 1.22474487139,
Yeah, all the
Marvel, Guardians of the
yes,
Galaxy,
Guardians
and The
soundtrack
Artful
for
Escape.
Guardians, best soundtrack on that
audio
list,
design
hands
nominees are
down.
Deathloop,
There you go.
Forza Horizon 5,
Audio
Ratchet
design.
and Clank Rift Apart,
Ooh.
Resident Evil Village, and Returnal.
Returnal had a really
Innovation
good
in
sound design.
accessibility,
I'll give it that
presented
one.
by Chevrolet, recognizes games that are pushing boundaries by making our industry available to more people. Selected by a special committee of accessibility experts, the nominees are Far Cry 6, Forza Horizon 5, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and The Veil Shadow of the Crown. Next up, Best
I
Narrative.
feel like Guardians
Best
did a
Story
really
of
good
the Game.
job with
The nominees
accessibility.
are Deathloop, It
Far Cry
Takes
6
Two,
also had a
Life
lot
is
of
Strange,
options.
True Colors, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and
Guardians was good.
Psychonauts 2. Games for Impact recognizes a thought-provoking game with a
Guardians,
profound
maybe?
social meaning. The nominees are Before Your Eyes, Boyfriend Dungeon, Chicory, Life is Strange, True Colors,
Oh, okay,
and
all these.
No Longer Home.
That
Best
got its own
Independent
category
Game
this year.
celebrates a game
Really?
made outside of the traditional publishing system. The nominees are
Indie game. Okay.
12 Minutes,
In
Death's
12
Door,
minutes was good.
Kana, Bridge of
Kana,
Spirits,
even better.
Inscription, and Loop
A
Hero.
lot of people are really liking
This
Inscription.
is
It's
where our
a card
nominees will
game,
be
kind
seated
of
in just a few weeks. But
kind
for
of a
now,
really
let's
cool
get
little
back
free
to the
roam card
nominations.
game.
For
So
Best Mobile Game presented by Verizon, the nominees are Fantasian, Genshin Impact, League of Legends Wild Rift, Marvel Future Revolution, and Pokemon Unite. For the
Wait, mobile
third
games
year,
get
we are
awards?
presenting
What?
an award for Best Community Support. The nominees are Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky.
No Man's
Best
Sky, that
debut indie
for
game
community
recognizes a
support, I
development
mean,
studio that published its
that's-
first ever game in 2021. The nominees are Kana, Bridge of Spirits,
Kana is.
Sable.
I
The
like
Artful Escape,
Kana's in a
The
lot of these
Forgotten
categories. That's
City,
awesome.
And Valheim. Best VR AR game.
Ooh.
The nominees are
I play a few of these.
Hitman 3.
Yes,
I
Hitman
Expect
3
You
is
to Die
awesome.
2, Lone Echo 2, Resident Evil 4, and
Okay.
Sniper Elite VR. For content
Yeah,
creator of the
I need
year,
to check
the
out a little more
nominees
Sniper
are
Elite VR.
Dream,
I forgot that was a thing.
Fusli, Gallus, Ebuy, and The Graph. For Best
Okay, the
Action
Gref
Game,
set
the nominees for
a record. I can't understand a
2021
word he
are
says because he speaks
Back
in
for
nothing but
Blood,
Spanish, but he
Chivalry
set a
2,
record
Deathloop,
on Twitch.
Far Cry 6, and Returnal.
Wow.
For Best Action Adventure Game, the nominees are Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah, that was good.
Metroid Dread,
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank
These
Rift
two are gonna put
Apart,
these.
Resident Evil Village,
Oh,
and
action adventure is gonna be.
Psychonauts 2. In the category of Best Role-Playing Game,
Everybody's
the
gonna be
nominees
pissed that
are
action adventure got
Cyberpunk
Resident Evil.
2077,
I'm telling you, it's an action
Monster
game.
Hunter Rise, Scarlet
RPG.
Nexus,
Okay.
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
These categories are
Tales
just
of
being
Arise.
flashed in front
Now,
of us.
before we get to our next categories, let's take a look at what's next in gaming.
Damn.
Of course, you can expect some big world premieres at the show this year.
Right.
Both brand new game announcements and announced ones. But what game are you most looking forward to? Well, here are the selections
Mass
for
Effect
the most
4.
anticipated game presented by Prime Gaming.
Prime Gaming.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
God
Pretty big.
of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Horizon Forbidden
Yeah,
West.
that's pretty big.
The sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Starfield. Back when we started the game,
Wow,
Awards in
Xbox actually
2014,
has
Dragon
technically
Age
a title
from
in
BioWare
the
won Game
upcoming
of the Year.
games
And this month,
category.
Prime Gaming
It's not
members
exclusive to
can download
Xbox,
it for
but it
free
is still
in
owned
addition
by
to Control
Microsoft, so
Ultimate Edition
because
from Remedy,
Bethesda.
which was nominated for Game of the Year back in
Control.
2019.
Yes.
When we're back here on December 9th, we will have more new offers and free games for Prime Gaming members.
Cool.
To grab those games, you can head right now to gaming.amazon.com.
Very cool.
And now back to the categories. For Best Fighting Game,
Fighting game.
nominees are
MK11?
Demon Slayer,
Okay.
Guilty Gear Strive,
Guilty Gear.
Melty Blood Type Lumina,
I still need to.
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl and Virtual Fighter 5
Okay.
Ultimate Showdown.
Okay.
Now
Virtua
we are
Fighter
up here on
5
stage
and
where we
Guilty
will
Gear
hand out
Strive.
trophies
Guilty Gear
and
Strive
reveal
easily
this
takes
year's
that.
biggest
There's
world
no way
premieres
Guilty
on
Gear doesn't
December
take that.
9th.
I mean, Melty Blood is
Next
pretty
up,
good, but
Best Family Game. Those nominees
it's Guilty Gear
are
Strive. Come on.
It Takes Two, Mario Party Superstars,
The
New Pokemon Snap,
Snap.
Super Mario 3D World
Okay.
and Bowser's Fury, and WarioWare. Get it together.
All the Nintendo games are
In
all
the
family
category
category.
of Best Sim Strategy Game, the nominees are Age of Empires 4,
Right.
Evil Genius 2, World
Where's my
Domination,
simulators category? There's
Humankind,
so many simulator games.
Inscription,
Inscription?
and Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh, Flight.
The category
that is
of Best
sim
Sports Racing
strategy.
Game.
Okay.
Those nominees are
Where's Car Mechanic
F1
on that list?
2021,
I demand a
FIFA
refund.
22, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Forza Horizon 5, and Riders Republic.
It's
Now,
going to
a
be
look at
between
our
Forza and
esports
Riders
categories,
there.
starting
The
with the
Flight
Best
Sim should
esports
be
game
win that
presented
award.
by Grubhub.
Back there on the other
Nominees
category.
are
Easily.
Call of Duty,
God damn.
CS:GO, Dota
CS:GO.
2,
How the hell is CS:GO
League
in
of
this list?
and Valorant.
It's going to be either
Best
Call of Duty or
esports
Valorant.
athlete,
That's the
the
only two
nominees
games
are
you hear about.
Collapse, Simple,
It's got to be.
Showmaker, Tens, and Simp. For Best Esports Team, the nominees
Esports
are
team.
Atlanta FaZe, Call of Duty, Damwon, League of Legends,
We're the Optic
Na'Vi,
Boys.
CS:GO,
You got to have.
Team Spirit, Dota
Or
2,
100 Thieves.
and Sentinels.
Really?
Valorant.
This
The
is
best
this is how
esports
old
coach
I'm getting.
nominees
Where
are
Optic and 100
Play,
Thieves aren't in there. Although
Crowder,
FaZe is in there. What the
NA,
fuck?
Coma, and
FaZe used to be the rivals.
Esports events still have been a little different in 2021, but the nominees are
Yeah.
the International 2021, 2021
Evo is not
League
gonna
of
be on this
Legends
list.
World Championship, Valorant Champions Tour Stage 2 Masters, PGL Major Stockholm
Evo went through some
2021,
bad stuff.
and PUBG Mobile Global
PUBG.
Championship 2020.
I almost had an
And
invite to
now,
one of those.
our final two categories. For Best Game Direction, which recognizes outstanding creative vision
turned
and
down a lot of
innovation
stuff
in
over
game
years.
direction and design, the nominees are
Game direction, okay.
Deathloop,
Deathloop is really good.
Psychonauts 2, It Takes Two,
Takes Two's pretty cool. Returnal is
and
also really
Ratchet
good.
and Clank Rift Apart.
I think Ratchet is kind of the
Finally, on
same thing as
behalf
what
of
they've
the
always
jury,
done,
comprised
so
of
I
more
think
than
Deathloop or
100 global
Returnal should
media and
actually.
influencer outlets, I am proud to announce the 6 nominees selected for outstanding creative and technical excellence. The nominees for Game of
Game
the
of the
Year
Year!
are
Alright.
Deathloop from Arcane
Deathloop,
Studios,
I called that one.
It Takes Two from
Did not call
Hazelight,
that one.
Metroid Dread from
Called
Mercury
that one.
Steam and Nintendo, Psychonauts
Did
2
not
from
call
Double
that one.
Fine
Really?
Productions,
Psychonauts 2?
Ratchet and Clank
Called
Rift
that
Apart
one.
from Insomniac, and Resident Evil
Resident Evil Village.
from Capcom.
It's going to be in between
You've seen all
Ratchet
the
and Resident Evil.
nominees for the Game Awards, but what game do you think
I
should
mean,
walk
Deathloop
away
is
with the
really
award?
good,
Your
but I
votes
feel like
help
there's
decide
too
the
much.
winners. Head to
There's too much bad
thegameawards.com
press
right
about the
now
AI.
to vote for nominees in all the
Resident Evil
major
Village,
categories,
mostly
including
everyone
live on
really
Thursday,
loved that
December
one.
9th.
Ratchet and
Listen
Clank, I
to
don't
it.
think I heard one bad thing about it. So maybe Ratchet and Clank will take it this year. Sony might
Who
actually
do
have
you
a
think
first-party
represents
title.
the bright, bold, and inclusive future of gaming?
It very well could easily be Sony has a first-party title that takes the Game of the Year spot, and then of course Microsoft is going to get Microsoft fanboys are going to get all pissed off about it. Again, this just kind of harkens back to what I've been saying though, is Microsoft is not in it for Game of the Year. They don't like Halo is not going to be a Game of the Year moment. It is 100%. Okay, so what was all these? I need a replay real quick on this replay here. Hold on. Where's the damn Twitch and your replay feature? All right. Real quick. All these nominees. Where the hell is the... Oh, God. It was like 10 minutes long. Okay. Bring this up. So the first category, best performance. All right. I think Maggie takes best performance. I did really like Cole in Deathloop. That was a really good performance. He actually knocked it out of the park. But Maggie, that was her first ever video game gig, and just wow, Lady Dimitrescu. Everybody was obsessing over Fred for one reason or another. That character just blew the fuck up. So I would say Maggie probably takes best performance category. What else we got here? So best multiplayer game. Damn, I can't fast forward through this because the categories went so quick. Best multiplayer game. I would say that right there. I think Back for Blood probably takes best multiplayer game. It's not even my type of a game. I really hate to say that over top of Monster Hunter Rise because I'm a Capcom fan, but I think Back for Blood probably got the most attention and kept the most attention overall. Best ongoing game, definitely not Warzone. I think too many people just they have soured opinions on it. Fortnite is doing fucking great for ongoing. I think Fortnite probably deserves that award because they have been, or especially the last year or so, maybe even 2 years, all the crossovers and everything that they've been doing, and they've also been keeping up with new content on almost on the weekly, if not every other couple months. You see new content dropping in on it. They got enough money to do it, so yeah, it should be. But I think Fortnite should be taking that category. Art direction, Deathloop has a very, very cool art direction to it. It's not like we haven't seen that art direction though, because it's kind of like We Happy Few. It's on the very similar level to that, or what's another one? It's that very 70s art style. We've seen that. Kena Bridge of Spirits. This is something that came out of almost nowhere, and it was just like this PS2 art style, game direction, game design direction, and best art direction. These guys literally come from a art direction studio. This is their background. So if Kana doesn't win that, I'd be very shocked on that one. It's just, cute, cuddly little thing. Psychonauts, I think, is on the same level as like Deathloop. Like they're very cool and good and everything, but they're very psychedelic 70s, 60s, 70s vibes going on with them. Now Ratchet and Clank, that could be, if anything else was going to get it, it'd be Ratchet and Clank, just on the, but then again, it's the same art direction as all the other games. I think Kana really brought something fresh of like an old school vibe to the table. Ratchet and Clank is kind of doing the same thing as what the other games were doing. And it's a winning formula. It works really well. There's nothing wrong with the formula. It's just they are, it's Insomniac, I'm pretty sure it makes Ratchet and Clank. They're doing what they know how to do, and they've done that for many years. So it's okay. I think Kana really takes that category. The Artful Escape. I can't remember which one that one is. If that is, which one is that game? I actually can't remember. I know I've seen it. I just can't. The Artful Escape. Which? Oh, this one. Oh, this one. This one is an artsy fartsy game, and it's actually got a really cool theme going through of like this rock and roll guy who's trying to be like this rock and roll superstar going through all these towns and everything. I've watched people stream this. For an art style direction, actually this game might take it. In all honesty, this little indie game might actually take it because this game is just nothing but art styles. It's nothing but it. So that, that could very well be it. Best music and score. I think Cyberpunk has been soured so much that you can't. I mean, how are you going to give it an award? It's been soured so much by the internet. Deathloop. I don't remember what the soundtrack on it even was. Near Replicant is kind of the same. I mean, it's a good soundtracks, but they're nothing special, I don't think. Guardians probably had one of the best soundtracks of the last 10 years on its soundtrack. Just the amount of 80s, hit songs and the licensing that goes into that, and just the way that they use those songs inside of a game element and everything of the mini game stuff and all that. And then you go and do a boss fight and you're just rocking out to 80s classic tunes and everything. I mean, that's perfect. And it's something that not a lot of studios can get away with doing. And there's a reason why, because it costs so damn much to do it. But Guardians got away with doing it, and they did it perfectly, where the songs, it's RNG on which song you're gonna hear. It's not the same thing every single boss fight. That's great. I big fan. Now, the Artful Escape also had some really cool moments, but they were also songs that were brand new, original, the guitar shredding in it and all that stuff, which is also really cool. I think it's going to be in between Guardians and the Artful Escape, most likely. Audio design. Deathloop's audio design was all right. Forza Ratchet. Man, he flipped through these categories. Ratchet had damn good audio design of what I remember of it. Again, I was kind of half asleep playing Ratchet. Resident Evil Village. There is shit going on in the background of that stuff. Like when you play on the second and third playthroughs through, you end up picking up on it majorly there. So I think that the audio design in Village definitely deserves a lot of recognition right there. It's very close to being some of the best stuff. It's got like surround sound going on. Returnal is another good one though. Every single area that you're running through has different themes of audio design run through it. Plus, you're also getting audio logs in the background too of like her talking to herself in the time warp loop thing. Very cool. I need to get back to Returnal and do some more on Returnal. What's the next categories we got here? Jeff, you're talking. Okay, innovation and accessibility. This is not really my strong suit because I don't really pay attention to a lot of accessibility stuff. I do know that Far Cry 6 had like the menu narrations going on and everything. That best narrative. Deathloop was pretty much nothing but narrative. That was really good. It Takes Two. If you like the co-op stuff, then It Takes Two is really nice. That's the same studio. It Takes Two is the same studio that did A Way Out. Life is Strange is definitely so. Life is Strange. The problem with Life is Strange is it puts itself in this corner of it's just telling a story that is relevant to a select group of people. I feel like Guardians hits on everybody's radar. So Guardians is just like you have the movie crowd, you have the comic book crowd, you have the kind of like the Mass Effect, space, the people who love space, Mass Effect, Star Trek, Warframe, all that's No Man's Sky. It hits with that on the narrative points. It has great jokes, insider jokes, jokes that last the whole story all the way through. You also have a dialogue tree where, depending on what you say to certain people, stuff happens later on down the road. That is my favorite type of stuff, which is the reason why I love Mass Effect. And Guardians reminds me so much of Mass Effect because of, partly of that, also the soundtrack, also the game design. Guardians was just, it hit on every single level so well. I'm surprised Guardians is actually in the running in these categories. I thought the cutoff period would have just taken Guardians out of the running. It's not Game of the Year award though. Like what? How is Guardians not Game of the Year? Psychonauts 2 also huge narrative driven. Games for Impact. I have no idea what any of those games are in that category. I'm just gonna skip that category. Best indie game. Okay, 12 minutes. Was a very cool gameplay loop. We played that on stream. It was definitely every little itty bitty detail that you do in the world does something else for another detail in the other world. That's awesome. That's very Hitman-esque. Death's Door, Kena Bridge of Spirits, again, just like wow, just bringing it back to the PS2 days, but with this like Pixar animation studio quality cutscenes and everything. Now the cutscenes did run at 24 frames a second where the gameplay ran at 60. That's it's just a technical thing. It's just how they know how to work, but overall Kena, yeah, awesome. Inscription, I have never played this and I would like to try it, but I don't know how I could. Loop Hero, I actually don't know what Loop Hero is. I think I have all those. 12 minutes is pretty good, like I said. Mobile games, don't know shit about mobile games. Don't get into mobile games. Too busy with everything else. I don't need a game on my phone. Community supports. Apex Legend gets a lot of community supports. Final Fantasy 14 had a huge blast off of like players returning and also new players. So Final Fantasy 14 could actually get this category. But again, Fortnite, shit, all the crossover and all the DLC stuff and everything. I've been playing the living hell out of it just because they have so much content in there that's easy to get to, and you can just jump in, do a few rounds. It's super simple to get the challenges done and actually unlock your battle pass stuff and everything. It's way simpler than Call of Duty. Call of Duty, you have to do like 10 matches just to get halfway through a chunk of the, as you've seen on stream. Like, I'm not just saying that to be like Fortnite is great or anything. You've seen it on stream. I've been trying to battle pass level up, and Fortnite is like, I'm just unlocking stuff left and right. No Man's Sky. Holy shit. They had the Mass Effect crossover event, which got me actually playing it. And then I also jumped into VR and everything. I think that was this year. Could have been last year. Not quite sure now. But wow, No Man's Sky has come a long, long ways. And I will 100% say that No Man's Sky deserves some recognition one way or the other. Whether it's a community award or gameplay design award or something. I don't know if they've ever won a gameplay design award, because they did do something that no other game has done, which is an infinite universe, and they figured out how to make that happen. So best debut indie game, Kana was great. Artful Escape was also pretty great too. I think Kana maybe outdoes Artful Escape, even though I absolutely love the the guitar player that goes on a journey aspect. The Forgotten City, I actually don't know what that is. Valheim had a minute in the sun, and then everybody just got sick of it or something. I don't know. It just fell off the radar very quickly. I think Kana is. I literally just heard people talk about Kana not too long ago on a podcast. I'm like, shit, people are still into this game. It's still on people's radar. Now, Hitman 3, that was one of the funnest VR streams I've ever done, was Hitman 3. I would love to see that pick up the award. You feel like you're James Bond, and then this same studio is doing Project 007, which is a James Bond game. I can't wait to see, and hopefully they add VR into it. James Bond VR is a possibility in the future, and I can't wait for it. It's going to be fucking awesome. Lone Echo. What was that game? I know that logo. Unfortunately, I did not play this one, but on the Oculus Rift. That's why I know the was this on PSVR also? No, it's just on the Oculus Rift. Unfortunately, it wasn't on the PSVR. That looks like it could be fun. RE4. This game, as much as I would love to see Hitman 3 win the award, I think RE4 is going to do it, because that damn thing was selling Quest 2s. It's still selling Quest 2s. People are still trying to get hands on Resident Evil 4, the ones that can take VR and not get sick to their stomach 2 seconds in. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 was actually, it got me wanting to check out the Walking Dead games. So, man, Sniper Elite VR. What the hell does that game even look like? What do you do in Sniper Elite VR? I'm really curious. Is it just like down the barrel of the sniper rifle and shooting, or official launch trailer? What is this? This could be cool, because
rated M for mature.
That is very loud. Like this game engine's actually decent. It's just the game got boring on controller, but VR wise, yeah. So you're looking down the sight, and that badoosh with the 3D effects going and everything. That could be really cool. I'm pretty sure this is on PSVR also. Someday. Maybe next year, check this out. Oh, so this is the exact same levels that was in the regular Sniper Elite then. It's just this is a VR version of it. Maybe if this goes on Wicked on sale, maybe I'll check it out then. All these Call of Duty guns. Yeah, okay, so Sniper Elite. Sniper Elite looks good. Again, though, Resident Evil 4 is like, it's so action-packed, because Resident Evil is an action game. I love saying that. It just piss everyone off. Content Creator of the Year. I don't know any of these people. I've never even, other than Grefka, whatever his name is. He, again, he speaks a lot of Spanish, so I don't exactly know what he was doing on stream, but I do know that he broke the record for most concurrent viewership on Twitch, which is like, hey, the good one. That's awesome. So I think it was like Pokemon cards or some shit he broke it with. So shit, that's cool. Action game. Okay, so Back for Blood, I've heard a lot of that stuff. Chivalry 2, I saw a documentary on it. I heard some people talking about Chivalry 2, and then yeah, not too much after that. I think people like it. It's just it's a multiplayer game, and Call of Duty came out, so everybody just dropped Chivalry. Deathloop definitely is a great action game. There is, the not the RNG, the what is it called? The roguelike aspect of it is really really cool. You kill one target and then the rest of the game shifts around. So that's awesome. What else we got? Far Cry 6 was pretty good, and then the ending is just kind of Returnal, so my problem with Returnal wasn't that the game was bad or anything. Like, the game was actually really fun and really good and everything. It's just the damn checkpoints, that there's a lack of checkpoints. And for me, I'm just like, man, you have to get so much on a roll of it, where you're basically just, you have to speed run the levels. This is what my feeling of it was. Is I know a lot of people actually like this aspect, but my feeling was you have to get to the point where you're speed running all the levels, do each of the boss fights on the first try. And then if you don't have enough of the collectible currency or whatever it was on there, then you can't get the checkpoint unlocked. So if you're just speed running through, so you have to do like a few rounds where you're just collecting stuff, which this sounds very Hades like, but Hades, I don't know. I guess there's just more dialogue happening at quicker intervals, so it keeps you more in tune with what the hell just happened last in the storyline. I don't know. Returnal just, again, Sony fanboy over here, but I think Returnal, out of all of them, might have been just my, like, this is all right. I don't hate it. I don't love it, though. And that's why I'm like, Now, Resident Evil Village was an action adventure. Ooh, for my best action game, though, maybe Deathloop. Maybe Deathloop out of that bunch. I don't really like Back for Blood. I tried Back for Blood even. So Guardians. Oh man, this category is a stacked one. Guardians, Metroid Dread, Ratchet and Clank. It's like fuck, and Resident Evil Village. Every single one of those games deserves this award. Which one it could be, I have no idea. If I would have to pick one, I think I would just go to Resident Evil Village, just because it's Resident Evil. Like, every single one of those deserves this award. They are all great AAA games. There's nothing wrong with any of them. I think Resident Evil Village, just because, again, it's Resident Evil. I really love Resident Evil. At the same time, there is a lot to it of, the Mercs mode. You have the speed runs. You have getting the platinum is very, very fun in it, of, going through and like destroying different things. And also the puzzles in it were actually even better than some of the other games' puzzles. I don't know. It's Resident Evil Village, it does everything Resident Evil 7 did, but it does it way better. So Psychonauts 2, again, I like Psychonauts 2. I don't have anything against it. I just don't see it holding up to like a Resident Evil Village. Scarlet Nexus, I tried Scarlet Nexus. I wasn't a big fan of it. I thought it was like it was on the same level as Code Vein. Shin Megami, I have no idea. Tales of Arise. I've heard a lot about Tales of Arise. I think that's probably the one that should win it, because I've heard just a lot of good stuff about Tales of Arise. Okay, so that's all the categories right there. Yeah. Game of the Year is not exactly what I was expecting. That's for sure. Wait, did we go over game of... Wait. Where the hell is the Game of the Year award in there? Yeah, yeah. Hold on, wait. I wasn't finished yet. Hold on. Where's... Okay. Oh, because I stopped it before they stopped. Okay. Esports events. Yeah, Evo had some really bad stuff happen. All this esports stuff we'll skip by. What else we got? Best game direction. Okay. So best game direction. We're not quite done yet. Almost done. Best game direction. Deathloop had a really good game direction to it, with the RNG stuff. It Takes Two is definitely, it's Yosef's team doing the whole split screen co-op thing. And Again, a game like Avengers could take a big lesson off from It Takes Two of how to do co-op the correct way. You have a single player baseline design built game, but then you have the split screen, that tried and true split screen on the couch co-op split screen thing that makes it so it's just an extra added on feature on top of it. I've made other Let's Talks, about, the game design and how all that works and everything. Returnal again is, to me, Returnal is basically Hades in space. That's what my feeling of Returnal still is. It's a very time loopy Hades in space type of a game. It's, again, I don't think it was the greatest thing that came out this year. There was other stuff that overtopped it, like Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank is a technical marvel that can only be done on the PS5. That's literally a fact of how that game engine's running. I think that really probably takes the cake right there. Deathloop, we've seen those types of games before, where it's like it's like Deathloop is basically Hitman. It's another version of Hitman. Okay, game of the year. So this is the huge category that everybody's going to be complaining and arguing over. So Deathloop, very good. Don't think it was game of the year. It's very close, but I don't quite think it's game of the year. It Takes Two. Curious why that one's on the list, because I feel like people talked about it, but it wasn't it wasn't a big huge blown out thing of like Metroid Dread. I feel like people bought Switches to play that game, so I think that one also is pretty far up there on the list. Psychonauts 2, again, like that one hit and it just kind of came and went. Ratchet and Clank is probably the top one that I feel like I've heard the least amount of complaints about. So I would say that Ratchet and Clank overall is probably the one to get game of the year. Village, there was some people complaining about Village. Now, personally, I think Village might. I didn't play enough of Ratchet and Clank. That's my biggest problem with this game of the year category. I did not play enough of Ratchet and Clank to really get a good grasp. Everything that I've seen of Ratchet and Clank does, but Village also is the same thing of like it does everything that a Resident Evil game does. Ratchet and Clank does everything a Ratchet and Clank game does, I guess. And then it comes down to the technical aspect of Ratchet and Clank versus the characters of Village. That's like where they kind of split. I can't believe Guardians of the Galaxy is in other categories and not Game of the Year. Everybody fucking loves Guardians of the Galaxy. How in the hell is that not in the Game of the Year category? That blows my mind. I was almost going to say Guardians of the Galaxy was my Game of the Year. But since Village is there, I think just because I've had more hands-on time with Village, I think technically that's probably my Game of the Year. If I had more hands-on time with Ratchet, maybe it would have been. But yeah, I think Resident Evil Village is my Game of the Year. Anyways, so quick little stream, just checking out all this all the Game Award nominations and everything, and we will be back on December 9th. No clue what time. What's the start time? Do we have a start time? No. But December 9th, we'll be back with the actual show. And we'll see all the trailers and everything. That's going to be a huge live stream. That's going to be the Game Awards is going to be a humongous deal. I'm telling you right now, you definitely want to show up for that one. So, Anyways, that's going to do it. So, thanks Jeff Keighley for hosting the show, and the Game Awards is always a time of great satisfaction, great tragedy, and lots and lots of fun. So, again, I'll be there. Anyways, go and check out the rest of the YouTube channel. And if you're over here on Twitch, go and check out the YouTube channel. All the stream replays, the highlights and launch nights and all that stuff are over there. I hopefully will be doing something on Tone Wolf very soon. And what else do I got going on? Just more streams and more videos and all that good stuff. So, anyways, I probably am going to be not doing too much more Grand Theft Auto since everybody's just fucking review bombing and everything else of it. I don't see the sense of dedicating stream time when people are not liking it. So I'll do something else that, maybe people are more excited about. That's kind of I'm excited about them, but everybody else is hating it, and I don't feel like dealing with it in stream. So, yeah. Outside of that, though, might be doing Metro up next. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, whatever. I got to pick a game series to start up on and start running through it. On top of doing all the Battle Pass stuff and everything. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I will see you next time. Probably tomorrow. Bye.